All right, I have many parts to that answer. So I think we need to engage our special education community and our special education families and make sure that listen to what they're seeing. Listen to what they're seeing and take it into consideration as we look at things like professional development and how to have those parent-teacher partnerships, how to set a culture so that parents absolutely see that the staff members in their child's school are fighting for their kids. So really setting that culture and on the school side, making sure that we have an environment where the staff members feel okay expressing that they want to fight for their kids. They're not afraid of every word they say, because we've become such a litigious society. It does often tend to really paralyze us. We want to be able to just have honest conversations about fighting for kids. I think we need to look at, someone asked me today about special education as it relates to charter schools. I think that's a really great question and one that we need to look at. Our school district serves 11.9% of our population in our school district, serves students with special needs. Our state is also 11.9%. At American Academy, the school that I'm currently leading, we are at 5.3%, which is a lot less than 11.9%. And so I think we really need to look into how we can make sure that we are able to serve our kids in all of our schools. One of the reasons for that imbalance is our students that are in center-based programs or at our Bridge transitional program or Child Find. All of those services aren't generally done by charter schools. Now, charter schools do fund 25% of those services because they aren't able to provide them in their own building. But that doesn't entirely explain the discrepancy. In my own school, we had an audit done recently, just in January. We had a massive audit around special education to include our enrollment practices, to include how we're serving kids, our attitudes around students with special needs in all of our staff, from our leadership to our general education teachers, and got a lot of information from that audit. There's also some legislation that's about to go in that will allow charter schools to give extra weight to students with special needs so that we can kind of balance those numbers a little bit better. We all want to serve all of the kids in our district. I think we need to look at our culture. We need to look at professional development, not only professional development for our special educators, but also professional development for all of our general educators. And I mentioned in my public interview that I think one of the most effective things around professional development, especially for general educators and frankly for parents, are the simulations where you are actually put in the shoes of a child with a learning disability. Having one myself who has dyslexia, dysgraphia, significant ADHD, and slow auditory processing, the first time that I sat through a simulation and really understood what it would be like to be her sitting in a classroom all day long, it's a little like trying to write with your left hand for the entire day. And by the end of the day, you're frustrated and you're tired and it's hard. Really understanding that for the first time as a parent was incredible. And I think really giving people that perspective of our kids and what they are actually going through will be incredibly helpful.